Hey guys, how we doing? My name is 3Godzilla3, the Master of Sonic, and today I need to explain to you guys something very important that I'm not seeing on any Retroid Pocket mini thread or solution forums or whatever you want to call them, and it's the solution to the frame pacing issue on this device. I don't know if this will fix it throughout any device because this is the only device that I've seen this issue with, where you're running the game at 60 FPS, but for whatever reason you still see some kind of like choppiness in the game, especially in regards to like camera movement. Obviously, not everybody will notice stuff like this, so I'm gonna guide you guys to get to the solution for that. So, real quick, first thing you'll need is a simple text editor. That's the text editor that I downloaded from the Android Play Store. So just download that. It's called Simple Text Editor. And once you do that, just open it and it'll say allow permissions or whatever. Just hit allow. And then after that, you're going to want to go into Dolphin. And unfortunately, the fix for this, you have to do it for each individual game, which is not a huge deal because once you do it once, you won't have to do it a second time. Even if you edit game settings, according to this one source, it won't overwrite what we're going to change here. So to start, you're going to, let's do it for Sonic Heroes. So you're going to hold the game, and it will give you these options. Go to Edit Game Settings, and then just change any one setting, and then just change it back, I guess. It doesn't really matter what it is. I don't think you have to individually change something here. Maybe I'm going to do it just in case. So like, for example, I'm going to switch this and switch it back to my ideal setting. And I'm going to exit out. And then it'll create a save settings file for a game specific file for that game. So then after that, we're going to go to our files. And I'm going to show you guys where to find that specific game setting file that you just made. So from the beginning, if you go to the three lines, you're going to go over here on this left side, Retroid Pocket Mini. And then you're going to look for Android, the Android folder, data. And then you're going to go to the Dolphin emulator folder. It'll say org.dolphinemu.dolphinemu. From there, you're going to go to Files. And then under the Game Settings folder, that's where you're going to find the individual game setting folder for that game. If you want to know what letter or number that game is, just go back to Dolphin to see which one it is. In this case, for Sonic Heroes. If you hold it, it'll say it at the top. G9SE8P is the one for Sonic Heroes. So in the Files folder, that's this one, G9ESE8P, right? Cool. So now that you made that individual game settings file, you're going to go back to the simple text editor app. And then from there, you're going to go on the three dots. You're going to open that file. Okay. So in this case, let me just treat it as if I was doing it for the first time. So you go to Retroid Pocket Mini, Android, Data, Dolphin Emulator, Files, Game Settings. You're going to choose the one for that game. G9E. This one. Okay, so on the bottom of this, you're gonna copy. Well, not copy. I already have it copied, but in this case, you're gonna type in video, in brackets, video underscore hardware, and under that you're gonna write vsync equals true, exactly like this. I don't know if capitals or lowercase letters matter here, but I would just write it exactly how it is here, just in case. And then let me put this at the top here. So yeah, like that. Video underscore hardware in brackets. Under that, you're going to put vsync equals true. That's it. So you're going to hit done. And then you got to remember to save it. Hit save. File written. And that's it. That's the solution. Very simple. I tried this with Sonic Riders and it worked like a dream. Anytime I would grind on the rails in that game with like Sonic or something, it would like chug a bit. And it wouldn't like lower the emulation speed or anything, it's just the frame pacing. It would drop some frames during that animation. Now it doesn't do it anymore. Now it's smooth as butter, how it's supposed to look. I'm going to show you now how to do that on AetherSX2. Thankfully for AetherSX2 it's a lot easier. You just go to the settings here, app settings, and I believe it's in advanced. If you go to advanced here, sync to host refresh rate, I think it's this one. Yeah. Click on sync to host refresh rate. That's what will make it so that way each game has optimal frame pacing. So I would check that, and that's it. That's all you got to do. I'm gonna look through this to see if there's any other options that I put in here. It's this setting. If you go to graphics, you go to host vsync. From what I recall, I had to turn this on and the one in advanced settings, which is the sync to host refresh rate. I'm pretty sure this is the one that you need in regards to that. In DuckStation, it's the same thing. So let's go to DuckStation, app settings. I'm gonna go to advanced. Yeah, so in this case, I chose the optimal frame pacing option. But the idea of optimal frame pacing is so that you won't have to deal with those drop frames when you're turning the camera around and stuff like that. For example, when I'm playing Spyro the Dragon, I've played that game so many times where I can tell if you turn the camera if it drops any frames and stuff. So I'm going to do a quick test here because I need to make sure that this is correct. Alright, so from what I'm looking here, I'm not seeing any crazy dropped frames or anything. They're more easily noticed when you're turning the camera in a specific game. When you're turning the camera, you can very easily see the chugging that it makes. But in this case, there is none. So that's awesome. Let's now try it with Ratchet & Clank in PCSX2. Or AetherSX2. Same thing. Let's do it with... What's the one I used? With Up Your Arsenal. That's the one I did. Alright, so I'm here in Up Your Arsenal, turning the camera, and it's smooth as butter. Not seeing any drop frames, any chugginess, nothing like that. Guys, this is a game changer. I don't know, like nobody's talking about this. Let me exit the game here and go back to the settings just to double check which ones they were. So if you go to graphics, I have host vsync on. If I go to advanced, I have sync to host refresh rate on. So there you go. So that's how you fix those frame pacing issues in these specific emulators. So that way it doesn't look like your phone is something from 10 years ago. Or your device is something from 10 years ago. So my guess is that this works with anything on Android. So I'm probably gonna retitle the video to something like how to fix frame pacing issues on emulation devices. Hope that helps you guys. And let me know in the comment section if it did. If it didn't, let me know as well. I can probably do some more research in regards to how to fix these things. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.